Let's play. Whoa! Hey there, ladies and gentlemen. You all may call me Pharaoh, and welcome back to Let's Play Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony. Last time we left off, we tried investigating the murder and death of Tenko. And then I was going to stop the video, but then when I started a new one, immediately we thought Kokichi died, but no, it was a lie. And he gave us a little bit more testimony how he fell through the floorboards in the other room, and then the investigation stopped. And so now, right now, I feel very unprepared for this trial, because once again, it all comes down to really Angie's killer. It's all first come, first serve, so we probably should have focused more on Angie's thing. But before we actually head off, there's one thing I wanted to look at, just explain something really quick, or at least go over. Once again, always go over the truth bullets and the evidence before you go into the thing, so it's fresh in your mind, which I did before the video. But as I was doing that, I still got confused regarding Angie's death, because I could have sworn that maybe I just totally spaced out when they said this, but they're saying that she was killed by a fatal stab wound to the torso and had lacerations on her forehead. I'm like, what? I thought they said the same, but she had the wound in the back of her neck. And I thought that was the same way Tenko died. It says here that's how she died. She stabbed into the back of the neck. No other injuries. So I don't know what that means. But unless I just totally spaced out when they said that she got killed from a stab wound to the torso. Regardless, I guess we're just going to go into it. So actually, skills. I wanted to show off quickly that we got the new... This is a new skill that we got from Mew, from basically going all the way with her. The triple X-ray goggles. Basically, anytime we play that imagination excavation thing, the mind, whatever, we see a little bit of it, boom, it shows up all the way. I don't really care about that, so when I was going through these skills beforehand, the one I kind of liked, maybe this will be good, makes it easier to push the opponent back there and blade lock, But the one I really liked was this one, just a peek. Because I don't like Hangman's Gambit. I guess, I don't know why. I'm just going to go ahead and grab this and then just add it on. I know we have 6 other points we can use, but honestly, I think I'm okay with everything else so far. Playing this on normal difficulty isn't too bad. So, let's just take our chances here. Finally begin the class trial. And see what the hell's going on.
Let's begin with the basic explanation of the class trial. During the trial, you'll present your arguments for who the culprit is, and vote for who done it. Vote correctly, and only the blackened will be punished. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will graduate from this academy. Also, refusing to vote will result in your death, so you better vote for someone. Now, smiles, everyone! It's showtime! Let's get this crazy awesome trial underway!
Sorry, everyone. I don't think I'm going to be much help this time. Because of Monokuma's disruptions, I couldn't do a thorough investigation.
I can tell Monokuma is overcompensating to hide his self-consciousness.
Next time, spend less time fixing your hair and more time investigating, spaceman!
Shut up! I don't need to hear some comedy act from you two weirdos.
Who did it? Who killed Angie and Tenko?
Do not let your emotions hasten your judgment. There may be 2 killers.
So, our other culprit might not be one of us here.
Hmm? What do you mean?
The transfer student. Maybe our resurrected transfer student dragged Angie and Tenko into the grave.
Stop it! Stop making stuff up!
Say something, Shuichi. It'll be a mess if this keeps going on.
This is great so far. I mean, he really is a scared little baby, huh? Then again, I think we're all afraid of something, so be it. Now honestly, my theory here, if I'm feel free to speak it, I guess, because by the time this video goes up, I should be done with the trial already. It could be that maybe Tenko killed Angie, and it's like that takes care of that. But maybe what happened to Tenko? That's a possibility. Maybe I shouldn't say it was my theory, but it's one of possible theories, I guess. But either way, let's just continue. Is it even possible for a revived corpse to be the culprit? Well, in the interest of being thorough, I should clear things up here. Really? Really? Right? Okay. What are we gonna have here? File, injury, effigies, Necronomicon.
This
Okay.
crime was committed by the recently deceased. They came back to life and killed 2 of our classmates.
No! So, ritual did work?
Who was resurrected, I wonder?
Angie did say she was gonna bring Rantaro back. Yes, Rantaro was resurrected. The culprit is the late Rantaro Amami!
Please, stop it!
This isn't about me believing in reviving the dead. I have to focus on their statements. Were all those statements correct?
This crime was committed.
Now hold on a minute. She was mentioning that Rantaro, but it's like, wait a minute. So we have 4 effigies though. So it's like, I don't know who she actually was planning on having resurrected, so I'm gonna see if this effigies one is the right one.
Who was resurrected?
Angie did say she was gonna bring Rantaro back.
Maybe this is it? Damn it, nope. Huh? I thought we were trying to drag Rantaro kicking and screaming back to life. If you keep fucking around, I'll rip your spine and fuck start your brain. Oh, Jesus. Damn, okay, dang. I made a mistake. I need to think it over again.
This crime was committed by the recently deceased. They came back to life and killed 2 of our classmates.
But what the hell the Necronomicon would have to...
So, ritual did work?
Oh, maybe the did work portion. It didn't really work. There you go. Sometimes I think about this really odd, but whatever.
I don't think Angie's ritual succeeded. According to the Necronomicon Monokuma showed us, you have to burn the Necronomicon in the ritual.
That is very true. You burn it and then you sprinkle it on the effigy, and you say your name 3 times, and you can feel a slight tap on your back. From what I understand.
If Angie's ritual had succeeded, the book would have been gone.
So she must have been killed before the ritual was complete, since the book was still intact.
Then, going to think Rantaro probably not culprit.
Oh, I guess you're right.
Well, duh. There's no way a dead person could resurrect.
Now hold on a second. I can't let that comment stand. Sure, everybody knows that you can't bring the dead back to life. But it's easy at the Ultimate Academy, as long as you use the Necronomicon.
What are you talking about? There's no way that's possible.
But it's true. I never lie about motives.
Daddy said so he can't be wrong. Raising the dead is totally possible.
Man, I can't believe you guys wasted such a perfectly good motive. You should have let me use it to bring Monodum back to life.
Monodum is still alive, though.
I'm just kidding. I wouldn't waste a resurrection on Monodum's corpse.
You're on the threshold of an amazing adventure.
Oh? So resurrecting the dead was actually possible this whole time?
There's no way it's possible!
There's no way that could happen, idiots. Monokuma is trying to confuse us. Let's hurry up and find out who the Blackened is.
If our transfer student isn't the culprit, then blame falls to one of us.
Who did it? Step aside, Half Pint. I'll handle this. I don't know about Tenko, but I'm pretty fucking sure Kyo murdered Angie.
What? Why?
Don't play dumb with me, Creepshow. I already know what happened.
And she's gonna bring up the whole thing about the katana, the gold leaf sword. I would imagine, anyway. Okay.
The culprit used a katana to kill Angie. And it was found in Kyo's research lab. Which makes you, Kyo, automatically suspicious.
But anyone could have taken that katana, you see.
So that rusty katana was the murder weapon. You were the only one who cared about that thing, Kyo.
I did not care about some katana.
Just admit it, you shit-eating worm. You went to the classroom, broke in, and murdered the fuck out of Angie! Booyah! I'm a fucking genius!
No, I'm sorry, Miyu, but you're really not. Well, in terms of inventions, you're not. Yeah, actually, no, you're good there, but everything else, no, not so much. Is Korakio really the culprit? Does that story fit the facts of the case? We should think about that from the beginning.
The culprit used a katana.
Not really,
to kill
because it's very
Angie.
quick what she said. She said, you broke
And it
in.
was found
We
in
know that's
Kyo's
not the
research
case
lab.
because it was locked.
Which makes you,
So,
Kyo,
I could say the
suspicious.
front door,
But
back
anyone
door, but
could
I
have
think
taken
we
that
want
katana,
to
you
bring
see.
up Kokichi's lockpicking. That's how the door was open. So, let me just...
Went to the classroom.
There it is. Really? See, I hate when I think about this in some format or another, and it's like, nope, that ain't right. It's like, oh, damn it. Let's try this again. Well, if Kyo had a key or not, and she still would have let him. Would have let him into her lab. Oh, yeah. They don't. He can't break in. Angie wouldn't open it without anyone else. Okay, well, there you go. See, I learned from my mistakes. See. And from there, he could have pinned her down, murdered her just like that.
I was wrong.
Oh no!
The culprit used a katana to
Okay,
kill
so now
Angie.
we actually want to talk. Sumugi's account talks
And it
about
was
how
found in
she
research
only
lab.
opened the door for the student council members.
Automatically suspicious.
So, okay, never mind. I might have jumped the gun a little bit. Sometimes that happens quite a bit. I know it happens a lot in Ace Attorney series, where it's like,
Shit-eating worm.
I think like maybe a couple steps ahead of what they want, and sometimes I can screw you over. There you go.
That's wrong. No, Kyo would not have been able to enter Angie's lab. Isn't that right, Tsumugi?
Yeah. Before Angie locked herself up in her research lab, she said she wasn't going to open up for anyone but student council members.
And Kyo is not a member. She wouldn't have opened the door for him.
Kyo couldn't have killed Angie even if he wanted to.
I had no desire to kill her in the first place.
So whoever killed Angie must have been one of the student council members, yeah?
I was doing a bit to lead you to the right answer. Can't believe you actually got it.
Oh, how clever.
You can just ignore her, Gonta.
The remaining student council members are Gonta, Kibo, Sumugi, and Himiko.
Well, it can't be Himiko. She was besties with Angie. I trust their friendship. You guys do too, right?
Yeah, of course.
Can we trust their friendship so readily?
Obviously. Let's believe in them.
That trims our list of suspects down to 3. Gonta, Sumugi, and Kibo.
Yep. The culprit is one of those 3 people.
You mean one of those 2 people? 'Cause a robot ain't people, Jack!
I will let that remark slide. Anyway, aren't these accusations just a tad too hasty?
What else? The culprit should confess already. Gonta, Keyboy, or Samugi? Well,
No, not Gonta. Gonta would never kill Angie.
Yeah, Gonta's a gentleman. You shouldn't suspect either of us.
Hey, stick up for me too.
Gonta definitely not hurt anyone. Torture Gonta if you don't believe.
Torture might be a bit too far, but Gonta and I aren't the culprits.
And I'm not the culprit either. Jeez. I'm
Gonta
not the
not
culprit.
Not the culprit.
Gotta love how they always don't include Kibo. Alright, this is gonna be a fun one.
We must
Gonta
consider
is
other
gentleman.
possibilities. Surely there must be a suspect on the side of the
Not
student
betray
council.
student council.
that's utterly impossible.
A dead chick
Not just
can't be the
anyone can open
culprit.
that door.
Why?
Only student council members had
Late
access.
at night.
Look, I don't know who the
I
culprit
didn't know
is,
robots told such boring lies.
but it's definitely not
Is
me.
that a robophobic remark?
Okay, so I'm thinking what I did previously where I selected Kokichi's lockpicking. I think I used that in this statement saying that only they had access. Well, you technically had access because of your lockpicking. I hope. Oh, I missed that. What would you say? But I'll listen carefully, sort of statements in my head, and find the answer.
We must consider other
So I gotta find this. No, not yet.
A dead chick
Not just
can't be
anyone
the
can open that
culprit.
door. Only student council members.
There it is. There we go.
I heard it!
V-point.
No, it wasn't just student council members that could have opened that lab door.
What was it you said earlier about Kyo opening the door, Shuichi? Unless you're a student council member, you can't enter Angie's lab, right?
I was referring to Kyo. He couldn't have done it, but you could have. Because I saw you open the classroom lock by picking it.
It's very true. We did see him do it, and it was pretty easy for him. And he's like, "Oh, sorry, Himiko. For the three of us, they're threatening me to do it." It's like, "Oh, shut up." But we saw him opening it up for us, and that's when we found Angie's body. So it's not far-fetched that, you know, he possibly did it, right? That sounds too easy.
Oh, that happened? I totally forgot.
So you're going to pretend you don't remember, huh?
Quit glaring at me like that. Of course I remember. Yeah, I did it. I killed Angie.
No, that... We'll see.
Wait, what? What did you just say?
I picked the lock to her lab, snuck into the room, and then wham! Killed Angie. The culprit was me, all along.
What?
What are you saying? Is this some kind of joke?
Nah, no joke. I thought that if I confessed, I could atone for my sins. And it helped. I feel so much better. Whew!
Wait, so Kokichi really is culprit?
No, he's lying. I think. Maybe?
He's lying. I'm certain of it.
No, definitely not a lie. I killed Angie. Shouldn't you guys believe the culprit when they confess?
Then let me ask you, culprit. How did you lock the room?
Huh? Well, it's the same as opening it. You pick the door closed from the outside.
No, that doesn't make sense.
Huh? What doesn't make sense? Can't you lock a door by picking it?
Maybe, but that's not how the culprit locked the room. They used a different method.
What different method? Yeah, Mumbles. Use your big boy voice and explain yourself.
There were 2 doors to the classroom, and the one locked last was.
I think the back door's one was locked last because of the gold leaf thing and all that. I'm pretty sure anyway. Oh.
That's it!
I keep pressing X and it's supposed to be triangle, apparently.
The back door. That's how they made this a locked room mystery.
The back door had a sliding lock, yes? How was it locked from the outside?
The culprit used a certain tool.
Okay, this one I'm not really sure of, but we'll see where he's getting at here. The tool the culprit used to lock the sliding lock from outside was... Okay, we're doing this now. What the hell is it then? No. Actually... That's a hidden Monokuma. I forgot, I guess you can apparently get them in here too, so... Okie dokie. The sickle... Not really sure about that one. Once again, the X-ray goggle things, maybe they could have worked around here because it's like... If they only partially show up, that's all I really need. So wait, I don't... What is this here? We got... What, the stick and... Oh boy. I'm gonna get some penalties here, that's for damn sure. There's really nothing else to do here, so let's, I think we're fine. The sheath? Well, it had gold leaf on it, so I had to have anything that had some type of resemblance of the katana itself. So, why the sheath? It's not. I'm not visualizing it. Like I can't picture it in my head. That's not right anyway. So this. What the fudge? Oh no, the sword itself. I'm an idiot. I didn't even see it up there. There you go, boy. I'm not smart.
I see it.
But I guess it would fit through the door, maybe.
The gold leaf katana that was stabbed into Kaede's effigy. The culprit used that to hit the knob of the sliding lock to lock the door.
So the gold leaf was on the sliding lock
Because when the katana hit the lock, some of the gold leaf rubbed off on it. The gold leaf on that katana did peel rather easily.
That evidence rings a bell. Specifically, a school bell.
Huh? Are you talking about a different school? What school was it?
Now, that doesn't matter anymore. Let's not dwell on the past.
Ooh, the gold leaf landed on the sliding lock when the katana touched it. So that means the culprit used the katana to move the sliding lock, right? But wait, how did they move it with the katana? And from outside Angie's lab?
The clue that might give us the answer is the layout of the area itself. It was an odd setup after all. The katana stabbed into the effigy. The effigies hung upside down.
Angie didn't do that as part of the ritual?
No. Nowhere in the Necronomicon did it say you had to hang the effigies.
If it was not part of the ritual, then it must have been for a different purpose, right?
Okay, so I'm starting to see where he's getting at. I mean, obviously I was not starting to think what he's going about here, where the sword was used, and it's like, well, how? Like that's my thinking pattern right now. Is like, how the hell did they close it? So okay, it was maybe hung upside down. Maybe somehow it was like swinging. But once again, I'm still not kind of visualizing it. We'll see what happens here. A different purpose? What could that have been? The culprit somehow used the setup to lock the room. In that case, I need to know the reason behind every step of that setup. If I do that, the culprit the way the culprit locked the room should be clear. Okay, so let's do this, and then we will maybe call the video next time we can regain control, because these psyche taxis kind of take a little while, honestly. But so yeah, I would imagine it has to do with like it's hanging effigies, and I'm assuming it has to do with a swinging motion, but it's like, can you be that accurate with it? So, like, how can you know for certain that it was gonna lock the door, you know? But come on, one more. So what turned the handle of the sliding lock? The katana itself, right? Let's see if I'm right. Come on. The hilt, because that's why there's gold leaf on it. Okay. I think there's also another skill where you can, like, you know, each letter cube you pick up, you get more letters out of it. And it's like, okay, I guess, but honestly, this minigame is not difficult, at least in my opinion anyway. So I feel it would be kind of a waste of a skill. I mean, honestly, a lot of skills you don't really need. They're just kind of like advantages. Little, I hate saying handicaps per se, but just useful if you want them, but you don't really need them per se. So, what was done to make the katana turn the lock? Now, see, here's what I'm a little iffy on. I don't know if it's going to say, like, swinging or something here. Let's see. Stat. Okay. And maybe from the force of it being stabbed, it hit the lock. But once again, like, I can't think of the whole plot. This whole entire chapter, I've been very confused. I feel really bad because it's like, man, I did kind of well, at least kind of figuring out what happened in the second trial. But then again, you know, it's still beginning of the game. It was still kind of beginning of the game. I would imagine things were still kind of easy to figure out. So I don't know. Once again, we all think differently, you know. And when I was talking to, like, on my Discord server, I was mentioning that, oh, hold on a minute. How's the effigy manipulated to make the katana affect the lock? Okay, this is one I'm unsure of. I'm thinking swinging. Swinging is the only thing that comes to my mind. How's the effigy manipulated? Back and forth, back and forth. It's the only thing I can think of. Oh, what? Spinning! Spinning. Never mind. Spinning makes a lot more sense. Well, okay, the force of it... I guess spinning. There we go. But I was like talking to them, and it's like, you know, how they're doing with the game so far, and some of them they're like, oh yeah, some of it's easy, and they're like, oh god, this chapter's really hard. You know, we all think differently. It's like we're not like very smart, very stupid when it comes to various things pertaining to a particular game or not. We're just having fun, you know. I guess it's simple as that. So, the hilt hit it because of stabbing the effigy. I don't know why I was thinking, like, maybe somehow they stabbed it, and with that force of the stab, it swung. But it's like, how the hell can you be so exact with that? How can you be for sure that it was going to hit the lock? Spinning it, though, okay. Let's see what he has to say about this, and maybe we can visualize it.
That's it. The reason the culprit stuck the katana into the effigy was so that it would hit the sliding lock as the effigy spun.
Effigy spun?
That's right. If you spun the effigy, the rope it was hanging from would twist. Then, if you let it go, the rope would unwind and the effigy would spin the other way. And of course, the katana would spin with it.
So the culprit used the katana's counterspin to push the lock into place?
The culprit simply needed to spin the effigy's rope and then swiftly leave. This would cause the spinning katana to hit the sliding lock, and thus was the back door of an empty classroom locked from the inside.
Yes, that's how Angie's lab was locked. By using the effigy with the katana.
A plan born from the heart of a sword traveling through the air to intercept us. Oh, but could it have moved the slide lock so easily?
The sliding lock was pretty loose. A little push could move it. As long as the spinning katana hit the lock, it would have slid into position.
Even if the culprit failed the first couple times, they could keep trying until it locked.
Which is why the culprit chose to strike at nighttime, as to avoid detection.
Yes, since the student council prohibited anyone from walking around at nighttime.
Are you saying it's the student council's fault?
I didn't say that.
In any case, the culprit probably used the murder weapon for this trick. It had to have been the right length to hit the sliding lock from the effigy.
The culprit couldn't find a blade long enough in my lab, so they settled for the katana.
The other effigies were only hung up so we think it was some kind of ceremony. That way, he wouldn't notice the lock trick.
But Kokichi did say earlier that he could have picked the lock closed. I don't want to completely ignore that possibility. But I can't imagine the culprit would have done all this just for a distraction.
If that's the case, then Kokichi's confession earlier was actually...
Seriously? You fucking lied again?
Cough it up, Kokichi!
Oh, man. You guys got me. Okay, I'm not the culprit.
You're telling the truth this time, right?
I want to say I'm lying, but I'm not.
Why did you say you were the culprit?
I wanted to lure the culprit out. If I claimed to be the culprit, then the real culprit would agree as well. You get me? And if they pressured me to confess, then that would have looked mighty suspicious. Sheesh. Darn it. It didn't go my way because Shuichi butted in on my plan.
You and your fucking lies! Go sit in the corner and play with yourself!
Okay, I'll start right now.
Alright, so who's the asshole who set up this locked room mystery?
You. I can't hold it up anymore.
What's the matter? You going soft on me now?
Who made the locked room mystery doesn't matter since anyone could have done it. Don't you even understand something as basic as that, you filthy cum dumpster?
Cum dumpster!
I'm sorry. For God's sakes. I mean, I know I usually stay quiet, but... Ew. I mean, I'm not surprised. They said a lot worse in this game, but... Cum dumpster? Really? And if any of you are too young to know what those particular words are, don't ask and don't look it up. Life will tell you in time.
Finally! Someone finally called me a cum dumpster!
I can't take this seriously. It's so disgusting. Oh, this is great and just ugh at the same time.
What should we talk about now?
We must focus not on the locked room, but on who entered Angie's lab. Only one of the student council members or Kokichi could have gained entry. Therefore, the culprit must be among their number.
That leaves us with 4 suspects. Tsumugi, Gonta, Kibo, and Kokichi.
Don't forget Himiko. She's also a part of the student council. Doesn't matter if she was besties with Angie, she's still a suspect.
That contradicts what you said earlier, which I can prove using my recording function.
It's fine. It's just a waste of time.
Me? A suspect? I'd never kill Angie!
So, calling all suspects, what should we discuss next? I want to hear everyone's opinion. What would you say to get yourself off the suspect list?
Why are you trying to lead the debate? You're a suspect too.
Silence, outsider. Only the suspect rangers are allowed to speak.
Suspect rangers?
I agree. Those under suspicion should explain themselves thoroughly.
We might catch them with their pants down.
Anyway, I want to ask the suspect rangers, what should we talk about? What should we say to get ourselves off the suspect list? Well, guys, I want to hear what you think.
That's sort of a difficult question, you know?
Gonta not smart enough to know answer to that.
Yes, it is difficult to formulate a logical response to that question.
Not articulate with words, huh? Don't you guys want to prove your innocence?
They don't trust you one bit, and I don't blame them. You're probably plotting.
Why did Tenko have to die?
Huh?
I want to know what happened to Angie too, but can we talk about Tenko's case now and not just Angie?
I got you exactly where I wanted, Himiko.
What do you mean?
The two victims could have been killed by two separate murderers, you know. So we need to find the first Blackened responsible for the first victim. We gotta figure out who killed Angie. Until we solve Angie's case, Tenko's case is meaningless. Did you suggest that to waste our time?
It's not meaningless!
Good job, Himiko. Getting angry. Showing emotion. That's what Tenko would have wanted. And I know this is a very weird spot to leave the video, but I just... Yeah, we have free reign now, I guess, control. So I'm going to hold off and continue this trial in the next episode and see why Himiko is so worked up. So, as usual, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time for Let's Play Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony. Love you all so much. Have a great day. Thank you all for watching this video. If you enjoyed what you saw, feel free to leave a comment, a like, and subscribe for future content, where I aim to release a video a day. And if you do subscribe, make sure to click on the bell symbol to be notified once new videos are uploaded. You can also catch me streaming from time to time on Twitch, follow me on Twitter, and join my Discord server to relax with other gamers. All this information is in the description box below. Have a great day.